Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Harakakadash. The one is the apostles and elders who get most down real well. And Shalom to the brothers doing like sharing truth. I wanted to just kind of go over, scripture I was meditating on. It's Matthew 18 and 12. It says, "How think ye, if a man have 100 sheep, and one of them be gone astray, doth he not leave the 99 and goeth into the mountains and seeketh that which is gone astray?" And with anyone that has anything, they'll even if they have a bulk of something, if there is I don't know, you could be carrying something somewhere, and then you might have a stack of gold bars. You're carrying a stack of gold bars. One of them drops off. You're obviously gonna pick that back up and put it back on top, and then and then you're back to what you had. Maybe a more modern, a current times example could be, it's like, you might have like 200 quid in your wallet in 20s, and then like a £20 note falls out, and then someone taps you on the shoulder and says, "Oi mate, oi geezer, you dropped a 20," and he gives back. You'd be like, "Oh shit, yeah, damn, thanks to that dog, that £20 note that went astray, you got it back." So verse 13 says, "And if so be that you find it, verily I say unto you, he rejoices for more of that sheep than of the 99 which went not astray." So with those that are basically still there, them being there, it's good, obviously, but having the them that are there, it's good they're there. But then what? The one that went off, that's gonna, it's gonna be pleasing, it's gonna be satisfying to get back. What say verse 14 says, "Even so it is not the will of your Father which is in heaven that one of these little ones should perish." And when you're dealing with Jake, especially with going astray, then that's something that's happened on a wide scope, on a wide scale, where there's been a supreme amount of Jake that have gone astray, and especially now in the time we're in now, them Jake that have been gone astray. Well, it's really those are the elect. Because it's the elect that's really gonna come back. If you got someone that's not of the elect, they might be roused. They might come into this thing for a moment, endure for a piece, but then after that, they're gonna be on their way. So with that, it's spiritual, because it's something that we can understand on our kind of level. It's like it's the whole point of going with a sheep, and then it lets you know that it's the returning, us basically moving away from that dark path, from just being out in the world. That's a great thing. Because as far as like the way people have, well, it's funny, in the modern age, you're meant to have like the prison system or the incarceration system or the rehabilitation, whatever term you use. They got a bunch of different terms to kind of talk about, but the way it manifests is you're meant to go, you commit a crime, You know, you've been, whether you say you've been, you've been neglected by society, or you say something's gone wrong, blah blah blah, within your lifetime, and these things come together, then it's like, oh, you'd think what do you call it, like, oh shit, we need to give them an opportunity, and then that's what you go jail, and then you're meant to get rehabilitated to basically be ready to go back into society. That's at least what's said. But then how's it actually function in reality? It's like most people that go to jail, they repeat offend. People might if they go to jail for like extended periods of time, they can be made like worse criminals. And the thing is, as well, is like, especially in like the American system, it's like once you're a felon, certain felonies, it's like then for you to go out and build a life becomes more difficult. So it's kind of like you're working with all things in opposition to what you're trying to accomplish, to what you're trying to achieve, and to where it's fucking you up in a broader scale of things. And that's kind of how, and that's the thing is that's the so-called forgiveness, that's the so-called mercy being offered by Esau, the so-called white man, by his system, by his kingdom. Within his system, it's like, oh, you're meant to it's meant to give you that route to where you're meant to be like, oh, you have a fair chance at a fair shake, and blah blah blah. These shortcomings you had when you were younger ain't working against you in the long term. But then what's the reality and how it manifests? The reality and how it manifests is that you're gonna, that door doesn't really stay open. It's like once you kind of fall off out of the system, and that's funny, it's like it might, even going to jail is one thing, but it might just be like, not engaging with, his education system, his work system, with various kind of aspects of his system, then you'll just kind of be done. Or, you have people that fall into, the well, the fucking tunnel to hell, that's, like hard drug use or things like that. And then from there, it's a wrap. So, it shows the mercy of the Lord. And that's something that's beautiful. It's like, it's obviously been extended to Israel, but then, that mercy's there. And the thing is all the heathen other than Esau are really going to taste that mercy. Esau, the so-called white men, they're the ones that are going to be put to a full end, as according to the scriptures. Esau's going to be done away with, but the other heathen are going to be around. They're going to have to be in order. They're going to be ruled over. They're going to be tributaries. But, as far as this, they ain't like when you're dealing with Christianity, where it's like you're going to be burning in hell forever. These men have got getting, stabbed up by Satan and torched and scorched. I read it again. So it says, how think ye, if a man have 100 sheep, and one of them be gone astray, doth he not leave the 99 and go off into the mountains, and seeketh that which is gone astray? And yeah, even, that path being left back, that, we'll sort out having, the Lord's basically set the brothers up, set the camps up, push the word out, you utilize the internet to have it sent out broadcast around the world to kind of see like, yo, deal with the thing. And then that's done, born fruit to where, there's in all corners of the earth, your brothers roused up, and then that's rousing up more brothers. For what? To come back into this thing, to come back to the, serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, to get him back in order. Because what does it say? And if so be that you find it, verily I say unto you, he rejoiceth more of that sheep than of the 99 which went not astray. Even so, it is not the will of your Father which is in heaven that one of these little ones should perish. Yeah, it's basically what all those, and that's the thing is if you're of the elect, then it's you're not going to be caught out there. The thing is as far as the parent, you might we might taste death on the side. There's those that are gonna have, be beheaded for your house shine. So being tasting death, but even then, we're still gonna be in the kingdom and receive the glory. So those are the things where it's like we're like, yo, that's something that you just have to be, girded up and willing to maintain your mind through coming. And then it's beautiful because it's like it seems you'd think one that's gone astray, even though the bulk are there, you'd think like damn. And it's funny because at the time as well, you had Judea, you had like the bulk there in Judea, you had a huge bulk of Israel. But then afterwards, what it was going out to the Gentiles, to those in Asia Minor, those in Europe, North Africa, all about in different regions of Israelites that were being roused by Israelite foreigners, where the Spirit hit them, and they were part of the elect. They were, and the Spirit was on them, man. And that's beautiful. And then you have with what do you call it? With now, or even you have like the bulk of Jake in the Americas, you still have it where it's like those overseas all over the show. It's like Isaiah 11:11. You're gonna have Israel coming from what's said islands of the sea, man, from all different spots over, being redeemed out of them. And that's beautiful. That lets you know there's gonna be Jake all over the show, man. And getting roused, because why? Because the Lord ain't just been like, oh, well, no, they're done. Those promises that were made from way back when, the prophecies that have been spoken of, they're going to be fulfilled, man. You're going to have the elect. None of the elect are just going to, slip through the Lord's fingers and just, just be out in the world, just kind of dealing with whatever. No, they're going to be roused. They're going to be woken up, and they're going to do what I need to do. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Shalom.